Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a chit chat with me kind of video. I just felt like coming on camera and applying some makeup and chat with you guys. So I hope you guys have been doing well. Everywhere is starting to open up now, so I hope you have managed to go out into the stores, book yourself a table at a restaurant, all that kind of stuff. I think I was able to go out last week, I think, and it was good. It was actually good. Also, I've also started going to church physically, and it's been amazing. When lockdown started, I actually thought that, oh my god, people are actually going to struggle to start going to church, but nah, people are still going to church, and I'm so excited to see that. And it's fun. It's actually fun. So I actually don't know what I'm going to be talking about today. I just want to come on camera and talk to you guys, so we're just gonna go with the flow, okay? And just wherever we land. I might be going left, right, center, but we're just gonna chat. Do you get me? So let's get started. So I've already moisturized my face. I have been using the Confidence in a Cream by by IT Cosmetics, and I absolutely love this stuff. It's so moisturizing, very hydrating on my skin. And I also use the Supergoop sunscreen. It's also a moisturizer, but to be honest, I use it as another layer of sunscreen, and it's great. It's an SPF 40, and I love that. And you guys saw me applying my lip balm, which is also from e.l.f., which I love. Okay, so let's get straight into this video. So I'm gonna go straight into my eyebrows. I actually stopped doing my eyebrows first because I don't know, just because and I don't miss it, but recently I started doing my eyebrows first again, and I don't know, I quite miss it now, and I really want to start doing it again. So we're gonna do the eyebrows first. So how have you guys been? It's been a while since I've been on camera and sat down here and talk to the camera, to you guys. It's been ages. How have you been? How's work? If you're in school, how's school? You know, what's going on with you guys? I know that a lot of you view my videos, especially you. From what I can see from my channel so far, you guys actually enjoy when I actually come out here and talk to you, and but you guys don't talk back to me. I feel like I'm alone in this world of YouTube, even though I'm getting views, but you guys actually don't talk to me. And it can be quite sad sometimes. So please, I would really appreciate if you just leave a comment down below, even if it's like to say, girl, you should have done your eyebrows a bit better. It's something, okay? I just want you guys I want to get to know you guys. I really want to get to know you guys, know what you're up to, if you're in uni, if you're working, if you just got a job. How has the lockdown been for you? Especially going into church now, I realized that lockdown wasn't actually really bad for everybody. Like, some people had testimonies out of the lockdown, so it might not have been bad for you. So whereas some of us are saying, oh my god, For you, it was probably like, girl, I could do with another lockdown. Some of you couldn't even be bothered because you're a homebody before, so the whole work from home was like a thing of joy for you, and you're probably a bit gutted that things are looking like you might have to start going into work now. So let me know. Let me know. This is actually a really good eyebrow pencil. I normally use the Benefit brow pencil, and it works really nice, but I'm actually liking this. If you guys are seeing me, of course you can. I'm looking here because my mirror is here looking at me. So yes, I do have one mirror here, but I'm also looking at a bigger one there that's giving me a better picture. So I'm gonna do this eyebrow, and then I'll come back to you guys, and put eyes will be done. But let's do this one quickly. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead to do my eyebrows on the other side. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm using the Kevin Aquan Skin Enhancer in shade SX12. I don't know I don't know how to do my eyebrows and talk at the same time. Eyebrows are like the most, you miss your eyebrows, just forget it. Like, just forget it. You just ruin your makeup. So I like to have my eyebrows looking on flick as much as possible. So like I was saying, I'm quite glad that things are starting to open up again. I do wish and hope that they continue and we don't go back to that, oh, we're going back into lockdown. I don't know. I don't think I can stand another lockdown. I mean, with my profession, I didn't really experience the worst of a lockdown because I still had to go to work despite the lockdown. But you could still feel it. Like, it still felt weird, you know, driving around and very, you know, limited cars on the road. It just still felt like strange, okay? And it took things opening up again for me to actually, you know the saying where you don't know what you have until you lose it. Freedom of movement is one thing that I personally did not appreciate until we reopened. Then I was like, my goodness, I have been missing like the freedom to walk into a place. I know you're still having to wear your mask, and yes, for some places you still have to like book to go in there and all that kind of stuff, but still, like, you can actually walk in and there's no one stopping you or questioning you as to why you're going here or why you're I mean, the headache for lockdown was just too much. Please, like, enough is enough. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that concealer on my eyelid, and that will act as my primer. So I actually don't know what look I'm going for today, but one thing I know is that I want to go out of my comfort zone. Like, I have my go-to makeup look, and that's usually something that is very gentle, soft, neutral, most times you can't even tell that I have makeup on, because most times I don't even have eyeshadow on, that kind of a thing. But today, I mean, what's the point in playing with makeup if you're not going to play with makeup? What's the essence? Tell me so that I can listen, so I'm gonna try and play with some colors. I'm not gonna go to like my neutral colors, like the browns, the pink, all of that. I'm gonna go for like, other colors and see how we can play with that. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is a really old one. This is it's my Rere. You can see I've had this since she came up with this, and I just feel like this was an amazing color palette that has been produced. The colors are so amazing. I mean, this was well made, like really well made. I know there are also a lot of really amazing palettes out there, but this one was done really well. But now that I look at it, it has mainly neutrals in here, so I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Spice, and Spice is this light brown shade here, and I'm gonna apply that into my crease. So a few weeks ago I did a poll on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, come and join the family, okay? Come and join the family. I try to keep my Instagram story busy. I know I don't post pictures a lot on my story, on my feed. I try to keep my story in like busy and with things I'm doing or things that I find might be relatable to you guys. So please, and for those of you who have found me on Instagram from my YouTube, thank you. I'm so glad to welcome you into my thingy. I keep using that mirror because I can see a lot better there. But yeah, I did a poll a few weeks back, this is like good few weeks back, and I was asking you guys what videos you want me to see. Well, not you guys, because I find that my Instagram followers are not on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel, so it's two different communities. So I asked my Instagram folks what they would like to see on my channel, which I know some of you guys are here, but not everyone. So that's why I really love you to go there and follow me so that we can bounce back together. Anyway, and majority of you guys had mentioned that you would like to see a video where I touched on frenemies a bit. The next shade I'm going to be using is Control Freak, and it's a more darker brown, and I'm just going to concentrate that on my crease area, just there. Bring it down and just put it there. So yeah, like I was saying, a lot of you had mentioned that I touched a bit on frenemies and my experience with frenemies and that kind of stuff. So I mean, initially I was gonna come out here and literally tell you guys a story, my own experience as having a frenemy and all that kind of stuff. But then I had to think to myself again, and I was like, at the end of the day, everyone has a frenemy, either at work, either in church, either on social media. Everyone has a frenemy somewhere. And a frenemy is someone who is basically acting as a friend and an enemy. Someone who applauds you at the same time brings you down. So let me give you an example. How you can detect that someone is a frenemy to you is, for example, you bought a new trouser or pants, as some people will call it, and you show it to your friend, but you also mention it to this friend in the midst of other friends, and where everyone is going, oh my god, it's lovely, and all that kind of stuff. Firstly, this friend is basically looking at you from, I think I've done something wrong there. It's a bit, let me continue. Firstly, this friend is looking at you like from head to toe, kind of like, not in a dismissing way, but also not in a welcoming way, in a way where you automatically feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So, and then the next thing this person says is, this trouser fits you with this your fat leg. Anyway, it's nice, Sha. That person might not exactly be a frenemy, but that's someone who, the comment before the it's nice, Sha, with this your fat leg, was that really needed? Do you understand? That's someone who knows, your faults and doesn't hesitate to bring it to you without caution, without respect of the environment, without respect of who is there. Someone who it doesn't cost them anything to bring out your shame in public, but also say it in a nice way that you don't actually immediately realize that no other person might realize that that's what this person is doing except you. Like, you're the only one who feels uncomfortable with some of this compliments or comments this person makes. To other people, they're being friendly. The truth of the matter is, you would always come across these people. You will always come across these people. I find that a frenemy usually develops. I mean, they could come into your life as friends. Sometimes they actually don't come into your life and they are a frenemy from the beginning. Some of them come into your life genuinely want to be your friend, but over time they start to develop some level of envy, some level of jealousy, some level of rival with you. And that's what I'm using the word I because it might not be a general thing for everyone, but that's what I think develops a frenemy around you. So, and I also find that in this day and age, I mean, it probably had occurred, many times over the years, but in this day and age, we see more frenemies than friends. We tend to have more frenemies around us than we have friends. We tend to have people who, and they're not genuinely happy for our progress, than people who are. And for me right now, I've kind of gotten to a point in my life where I'm not gonna judge you on how or who you want to be in my life. If you want to be a friend in my life, wow, all well and good. If you want to be a frenemy in my life, all well and good. And thankfully, I believe that I mean, I'm still a work in progress, but I believe that God is still kind of teaching me wisdom and advice on how to deal with people like this, you know. And sometimes we are the reasons why these people end up as frenemies in our lives, because you don't know how to keep some things to yourself. You know someone is trying to get a job and you've gotten like 3 jobs whilst you're still trying to look for a job. Yes, you want to tell your friends, but come on, be modest with it. You really don't need to now start, because at some point it's going to look like you're rubbing it on their face, especially when you know this person is genuinely looking for a friend. At that point, actually, you might actually be a frenemy to that person as well. You might actually be some toxic environment for them as well, because you are at that time constantly reminding them of where they want to be, and that they aren't where they ought to be and they're not there. So for me now, over the years, I've learned to keep things to myself. Very few people know what's going on with me. Very, very few people. And if I come out to you and tell you what is going on with me, it means that I have somewhat either developed some level of trust with you, and I've learned that over the years, okay? Both the good and the bad. Very few people. And I think that's, some people will say, well, you shouldn't really isolate yourself. You should be, open and let people. Really? This thing just keeps running off. Okay, let's just leave it there. You should be open and let people help you, and many people have different views. Some people say, you shouldn't really keep things to yourself. You should be open so that people can help you, everything like that. You learn from each other and all that kind of stuff. This is how I see it. Everyone is coming from different backgrounds. Everyone has different beliefs, okay? And I'm not going to impose my beliefs on you. Neither should you. Neither should you feel like because I didn't take up your advice that I'm doing the wrongest thing on earth. Neither should I feel that because you didn't take up my advice, you're doing, the wrongest thing on it. As long as you have your relationship with God and you're always able to go and cross-check whatever it is that you have in your head, whatever plan you have in your head, you're able to go back to God and cross-check everything. I personally like to watch myself around people. I really like to make sure that I'm not a frenemy to someone. That's what I've started to work on for myself. Like, if something good happens to somebody, I'm going to wish you well. I'm going to wish you well. I'm going to, if I say congratulations, best believe that congratulations is coming from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to wish you so well. And I personally, in my life, I find that has really worked for me. It has helped me to not be envious of people. It has helped me to also appreciate what I have, and also be content with what I have. Best believe I'm gonna wish you well, okay? I don't care what you've done for me. I don't care how you are to me. I wish you well. I'll thank God for you. And some people can see that as you being extra. What's your own? The person bought house, you're celebrating. Yeah. This, I will, because I've personally found that is one of the key to getting what you want in life. Being genuinely happy for people when things happen to them. And I know this is easier said than done, because especially when you're waiting on something for a very, very long time, like a very long time, and it feels like the people who you feel don't deserve it are getting it. Oh my god. Oh, look at that mistake we made. It's okay, we'll clear it up in a bit. Especially, like people you feel don't deserve it are like getting it, and you have been waiting for years. Someone you don't think deserves that promotion gets the promotion. Like, who the hell? Why? I worked for this. I've been in this company for years, and then you just come from nowhere and you just have the job. What's the point of what I'm saying? Rather than feeling bitter about what someone else has that you don't have, why not thank God for what they have and use that as a prayer point for yourself, that God who did it for Adam, God who did it for Nikita, God who did it for Angela will do it for me. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. This is what we're looking like. I am really happy with the turnout of this makeup. The lips is something different for me. If you know me personally, you know that colored lips aren't really my thing, but it's looking good. I'm not mad at it. My eyeshadow, I'm so glad. These lashes are from AliExpress. I have like a set of them that I ordered from them, so they are looking really good. I also went to pop some really nice shed on, and I'm happy with this look. I'm happy. To touch back on what I talked about in terms of frenemy, dealing with frenemies, I personally, and how I've decided to deal with frenemy is to think about how I am to other people. I don't want to be what I'm calling other people. I don't want to be a frenemy to other people and then I'm saying, oh, I have frenemies around me. Get what I mean? So I've learned to be conscious of the people around me and be intentional about my friends. So if my friend is telling me that she's going through something, that's not the time for me to go around her and self-gloat about the things I have, okay? And also be genuinely happy for people. If things are going well for people, celebrate them. Give gifts. Bible says give and it will come back to you. So give gifts to these people and see returns. See how God is going to bless you in return, okay? So encourage people that are down. See how if you are in a place to help others, help them. Don't just, oh, you're supposed to be happy for me. Well, there's no way I can be genuinely happy for you if I'm not happy with myself. You get me, right? Do you get me? There's no way. If I'm not I can't give what I don't have. If I don't have happiness within me, there's no way I can give such a thing to somebody out there. So if I'm in a place to help you, or if you're in a place to help me and you know this is the one thing that I'm struggling, why don't you help me rather than come before me and self-gloat about the things that you have and the things that just keep going on and on and on and on, and you know that I'm currently seeking just one thing, that you're in a place to help me with. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to leave it there before I start confusing myself again. So thank you all so much. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye guys.